things. And you've mentioned about the 5G development before. Who are the most ready providers to develop 5G in Indonesia?
Well, if you look across the telcos in Indonesia, they have basically done small scale of 5G trials. None of them have done it on a big scale basis. I think that's really coming from the fact that there is limited 5G spectrum visibility. There is spectrum scarcity in Indonesia. They are operating at minimal spectrum. And on top of that, the regulatory policy is unclear what would happen to spectrum sharing if one company merged with another company. Would they need to return the spectrum? If you look across, the company with the biggest spectrum holding is Telkomsel, which is a subsidiary of Telkom. Again, it does have a strong balance sheet, and a strong parent. So this company, is able to ride on the parent's extensive fiber network. And if 5G were to come along within the next 1 year, Telkom and Telkomsel would be the best placed.
Okay, based on the infrastructure itself, when is the right time to begin 5G development compared to other countries in the region?
Yeah.
Yeah, Janice?
Yes.
Yeah, compared to the other countries, when is the right time to develop 5G in Indonesia based on the infrastructure?
Okay. Right. Okay. So Indonesia infrastructure, first you will need spectrum, adequate spectrum. A lot of the countries, even like Thailand, Singapore, across the Philippines, they do have 5G spectrum available already. So they are conducting trials far ahead of Indonesia. So I think Indonesia is quite behind regional countries in that sense. Even like the 700 megahertz spectrum, which is currently used for analog, for broadcasting sector, that has yet to be opened up and to be allocated to the telecom operators. So I think before we talk about 5G, really there needs to be spectrum certainty. There needs to be wider spectrum. And of course, in terms of spectrum sharing, that's something to think about, because mobile operators, given their small scales, they will have significant challenge in driving scale efficiencies in order to have a feasible 5G business case.
And then when it's possible, in what year?
I think not likely in the next 2 years. So if you're looking at 2020 at the moment, and depending on when the 700 megahertz will come on, I think there are news about 2024. So perhaps maybe in the next 3 to 4 years, you will see a mass rollout of 5G until the consumer devices for 5G becomes affordable. I think that makes more of a business case for local telecom operators to deploy 5G. So maybe 23 to 2024.